Awesome. Thanks, Rachel, for having me on. And hello, Boom Squad. I'm super pumped to be able to share with you guys today. So I'm going to talk to you guys about strategizing your month for success. And so I am going to share my screen, and you may see me looking down at my notes just because I'm expecting, and my brain is like, not working all the time. So this is why strategizing your month and having a plan is really important, especially when you're preggers and you have pregnancy brain. So I'm going to share my screen with you guys if I can figure that out. Share screen. All right. Can you guys see that? Yes. Okay. So we're going to talk about strategizing your month for success. So I'm going to I don't know if everyone knows who I am. So I'm going to tell and has heard my story. So I'm going to share a little bit about me and my story before I kind of get into, the meat of the call. So, yes. So I was first introduced to, can everybody hear me? Yes. Give me a thumbs up. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to get you guys to just mute your from your end. And then if you guys have questions, just post them in the chat. Because I'm sharing my screen, I won't be able to see the questions, but I'll be able to see them at the end, and I can answer those at the end for you. And so that, yeah, I should be able to, I'll see them at the end, and then I can answer questions for you kind of at the end there. Perfect. Okay. So I was first introduced to Beachbody back, I guess 7 years ago. That was my first experience with Beachbody. My husband and I were gym goers, and I wasn't seeing results. So we had seen infomercial after infomercial of P90X. So we decided, instead of investing in our gym membership, and we thought, you know what, like when our gym memberships were up, we thought, you know what, let's just invest in this, see if it works. I was super skeptical. I didn't think that the transformations were real. I was totally that person. I thought, oh, these are people that work out for hours a day, and, you know, yeah, they've done the program, I'm sure, but they're doing other things on the side. And so we thought, you know what, whatever, we'll get it, and let's just see. It was almost like, let's prove them wrong. And so to our surprise, we did the full 90 days, followed the meal plan, and saw wicked results. Now, the results in the transformation picture there is not from P90X. But we did, like, I lost 10 pounds, 10 inches, and we both got into really, really good shape. So it was, I became a believer in Beachbody then, and that's where I fell in love with Beachbody. But it wasn't until April of 2014 when I found out about the coaching opportunity. So I was actually introduced to the coaching opportunity just through, I didn't have a coach. I didn't know I had a coach. I had just actually seen an ad on Facebook from Gina Whitehouse, who is now my coach. And so she was doing a coaching sneak peek. And at the time I was teaching full time. My kids were 1 and 3, and I was looking for something more, something to get into the fitness industry and just to make some extra money. I had lost my job a couple of years earlier when I first had my son. So that was always kind of in the back of my mind, to find something that, just in case, right? It was just not 100% certain that I would hold this teaching position. So I wanted to get in the fitness industry, and this kind of came up, and I was like, this is it. So I joined the sneak peek, and by the end, I signed up to become a coach. And so that's kind of where my coaching story begins. And so it was end of April 2014 when I signed up as a coach. So I've been a coach for just over 2.5 years now. And I was teaching full time. And like I mentioned, my kids were 3 and 1 at the time. My husband worked really long hours. So I was the one getting the kids off to to daycare in the morning, getting myself off to work, home at night, picking up the kids, getting dinner ready, and all that on my own because he works such long hours. So in order to run my business, I had to be really organized, plan, and strategize my months right from the beginning if I wanted this to work. So that's what I did. And so after 14 months, I was able to build my business to a point where it just didn't make sense for me to continue teaching and doing this at the same time. And so I decided to leave teaching in June of 2015 at the end of the school year. And so I've been a full-time coach since then. So just over a year and a half now. So that's been super exciting. And so this opportunity has been life-changing for myself and my family. So that's kind of my story. So the pictures you see there, that is my husband in the top right-hand corner, Jeremy. Those are my two kids below, Peyton and Ryder. And so we're actually expecting baby number 3 in May, so which is very exciting. And the transformation is just kind of, that was me in university. I have always been healthy and fit, and I gained 30 pounds in my 3 years of university. So it was a lot more than the freshman 15 that most, I guess, gain. And then my transformation picture is me in June of 2015 after my first fitness competition. And I used Beachbody programs to get there. So that is my story. Let's get to the meat of the call. So strategizing your month for success. So you are planning to succeed. So you know the saying you've heard, fail to plan, plan to fail. Well, I like to think positively, and it's succeed at planning, planning to succeed. So be successful with your planning. You're going to be successful in your business. All right. So sorry if this isn't the best quality picture, but this is my calendar for what I'm going to talk about today. So we are going to talk about strategizing our month, and you need to come up with a marketing plan for your business. So your goal as a coach is to inspire other people to join you in the business. So your challenge groups or your team. And so you need to market that. People need to know that they can join you for those things, right? That is our job or our role as a coach. And so therefore you need a marketing plan. So you can't just post all of these things and hope to attract people to your business. It's like, putting on a blindfold and throwing darts at, a dartboard and expecting it to hit the bullseye. It's not going to happen, right? So it's the same thing with our posting as a coach. If I'm just posting randomly, you could say, well, I'm posting all the time. I'm posting about my, workouts or my shakes or a bit about the opportunity. But if you don't have a specific strategic plan, like I said, it's just like throwing darts at a dartboard with a blindfold on. They're just going to be going everywhere. So making sure that you have this plan in place. Mm-hmm. So you want to create a plan based on your goals that you want to achieve. So for most people, it's going to be, you want to hit, if you're a coach and you're working this business, you want to hit Success Club. So your goal is to hit Success Club 5 at least, and add 2 people to your team. So I'm going to talk about 2 different things that you're going to have to do in marketing, right? So you're going to be marketing your challenge groups, and you're marketing your business. So the business side of it. So you're going to look at your calendar. So in front of you, you have a picture of my calendar. This is just one of those like desktop calendars. I'm very paper pencil, so I like to have it there, be able to manipulate it and scratch out things and add things on and use lots of colors. And that's totally the teacher in me coming out. So I like to have something where I can like touch, and not as much computers. But if that works for you, Google Calendars is a great way for you guys to do it that way. So I'm using this. And so you have to look at your 4-week calendar. So your month. So, you have 4 weeks there, you have 4 Mondays in your month, and you need to start planning. So I'm showing you February because, we're in January, and I have a plan, but I want you to kind of look ahead so that you're ready. Maybe you want to use this exact plan for your month ahead. So, so you look at the month ahead, and I want you to think about, when you're planning, think about what has just happened and what's happening in February, for example. And I'll use September because that's a good one. Like when summer's ending and school's starting, right? So there's a big change there. Moms will be, things are, kids are going back to school, or you think about the holidays, for example, in December, you're thinking people just come off the holidays. So for January, people may be wanting to detox or, get back on track. So you want to think about what's happening in those months for when you plan and strategize your month, because those are the things you're going to want to be talking about. You're going to want to touch on in January. You're going to want to touch on how we just got out of got over the holidays, and how, are you struggling to get back on track? Are you still struggling with, getting over those sugar cravings from all the cookies and stuff you ate over the holidays? So that's how people are going to really connect with you, when you connect it to what's going on. So when I talk about September and the kids going back to school, it's going to be very different from my January when I'm talking about getting over the holidays. So really you have to think like a business person, and what is going on with your clients and what they want, or what their needs and struggles are based on what's happening at this point in their year or their month. So think about that for February. So kids are back to school, holidays are over. You've probably gone through some sort of January detox or something group with, you've promoted that in January. Well, February, there's like Valentine's Day. You may want to have a love yourself theme for your group. So you want to focus on promoting, using things to hey, let's fall in love with our bodies again this month. So that could be sort of your strategy or for promoting your challenge group. But I'm looking at the 4-week month, and I'm going to decide, okay, when am I going to want to run my next challenge group? So for me, I have it marked off here for February 13th. That's going to be when I want to run that challenge group. So I'm going to start it then. Now, I'm going to want to start promoting that challenge group on January 30th. So that gives me a full 2 weeks to get planning and promoting done for that challenge group, get people connected. And even if I have people purchasing near the end, on the 10th, that still gives them time to get in my challenge group starting on the 13th, because I'm going to run sort of like a pre-week or pre-season, I've heard coaches call it, or a prep week. So you can, that can be when you're getting to know everybody in the group. That can be getting challenge packs set up, getting them to look in their kits, you could do a post or a video on, what's in your challenge pack. Let's go through it. Talking about your meal planning, prepping your food. You may want to do all that in your pre-season or your prep week. So that gives people those stragglers some time to still get their orders in, if they're going to order on the 10th or something. So I'll start promoting on the 30th of January, and that's where I'll do a post. And I'll do a post about, I'm going to want to talk about getting into, maybe talking about, let's say the theme is loving yourself. So I'll talk about that and talking about what their struggles are, talk about what I offer as a coach, and then asking people at the end, if you're interested and you want to join my next challenge group, message me or comment or like this post for more information. And so I'm getting that out there right on the 30th. Now, throughout that week, that's when you're going to start posting. You're not going to post just the one time. I have had coaches who said, I posted about my challenge group and no one was interested. Well, the thing is, you're posting once. And so you can't expect people to be interested right away. And so you're going to need to post more often. And so just keep posting. So you're going to want to share your journey, share, if you're going through something, like let's say we're talking back in January and you're coming off the holidays, you may be doing a detox or the 3-day refresh, let's say. So you're going to be promoting by sharing you doing the 3-day refresh. So show, all 3 days, what were your meals like? How are you feeling? Sharing the entire journey so people can see what's going along the way. So over that week, the 30th to the 5th, 6th, I'm going to be sharing, for example, for February, I might be using a lot of words about how I love my body. For me, for example, I'm having a lot of changes in the opposite direction. So I may want to talk about how, even though I'm going in the other direction, I'm still eating healthy food and sharing those meals. I'm going to talk about, using those words like loving my body, even though, as it changes, and being kind to your body, like whatever words you're going to use, love, kindness, you're going to want to use those in your posts to attract people to your challenge group. So you are going to want to also make sure that you do like a last call. So you could do, like, you don't have to promote every single day for the full 2 weeks. But on, like, for me, the 9th is probably when I'll do my last call. Like, today's the last day for you to get into my next challenge group, starting on the 13th. And so I know for me, that's the best day because, if I'm going to try and do a last call on the Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I know my following is not going to be online and seeing those posts. So you have to also think about when you're posting it. So like on the 30th, when I post that first initial post, I'm not going to do it at 1 in the afternoon or 10 in the morning because my following's not going to be online. It's probably going to be around like somewhere between 6 and 8 p.m. when people are either, when their kids are in bed. So usually 8 p.m. is the best time for me. So know what works best for your following. And that's when you're going to want to post those kind of advertisements or invites to your challenge group. So you're going to want to do sort of a last call to your group as well. And so, so that's kind of how it's going to work for your challenge groups. Now, so that pink line there, you can see like that's just me showing like how long my challenge group is running, and it's going to actually run into February or March, because it's a 4-week group. So it's 21 days, but 28 with that prep week or preseason week. So that's my challenge group. So that's what you want to do for your marketing and promoting and planning for your challenge groups. But we also have another side to the business. So if you are wanting to grow a network, you're also going to want to promote and market your business. And that's really important. You can't just focus on talking about your fitness. And I think that's a big mistake that a lot of coaches make that don't realize they're making that mistake. Like, they're not getting anyone interested in the coaching opportunity, or their business isn't moving forward that way. And it's because they're not talking about the business opportunity. And so it doesn't matter what level of coaching you're at. Know that there's a lot of little things that you can share about that are small but huge to people that are watching. And so you're going to want to market your business, and you're going to do it in a similar way to promoting your challenge group. So you're going to want to pick a day to start promoting. So for example, for me, so you're going to want to run a sneak peek. And so you can run a sneak peek on your own. You can run one with your upline. They may, Rachel may run one for the whole Boom Squad that everybody's able to come and add their prospects to, right? So make sure you're watching your team page for her posts when she's sharing that, and jump in. You can partner with your success partner and run it. So you can run like the 5 days. So, or I like to do kind of a sneak peek opportunity call or a backstage pass, you may have heard. I like to do the 1 hour ones. I've done them as a group with the posts, just like a 5-day sneak peek. I've also done them just as a Zoom call like this where I'm sharing. And so I find the 1 hours have been really effective for my team. And I go back and forth depending on who's invited as well. But I would run it the week of the 13th. And so for me, I'm going to do it on the 16th only because that's the day of my team calls. And we've replaced our one Thursday team call a month with our coaching opportunity call. So, so that's when I'm going to run mine, but I'm going to start to promote it the week of the 6th. So I'm going to promote it that first Monday. I'm going to do a post just like I did for my challenge group, but this time it's going to be about the coaching opportunity. And then I'm going to, throughout that week, I'm going to drop little jabs, right? Or, drop little seeds about the coaching opportunity. I'm going to share what it's done for me. So I may be going to volunteer, let's say, at my son's school during that week. So I'm going to talk about that, how, this opportunity has allowed me to go and I can create my own hours, and I can go and do, I can go and volunteer at my son's school in kindergarten, and I don't have to report to a boss. I don't have to take the day off. I don't have to lose pay or use it as a personal day for me in teaching. I can just go and take those couple hours and because I get to create my own schedule. So it's allowed me some freedom and flexibility. So I may do a post like that. And don't think that if you have to be making a ton of money in this business in order to share what this opportunity has for you. So, or has done for you. It could be something as simple as, like, even if you're making $50 a week, what are you going to do with that $50? Did you buy groceries? Did it go towards paying a bill? So share that with people on social media. So those are very important things that you want to share so people can see, wow, oh, you make money at this coaching thing? It's not like a thing you do for free, or and people see that it's something that they could do as well. So maybe they're wanting just a little bit of extra money, and this is a way that they can do it. So you're going to do that. And then for the coaching opportunity, like, because it's so, they don't have to purchase anything, I'm going to do my last call the day before. So on the 15th, I'm going to do my last call, a similar post that I would do on the 6th, saying, this is the last call if you want to join on my coaching opportunity sneak peek. Like, there's no strings attached. Just come and learn about this opportunity tomorrow on February 16th at 7 p.m. Mountain Standard Time or something. So, so you want to make sure that, so you're going to promote and market just the same as you would for your challenge group, but it's just as important to market the business opportunity as it is the coaching. So, so you're going to take that week to kind of promote that and then run that group. Excuse me. If you're going to do a 5-day, like, you could do your last call on the 12th instead. So, so this like all can relate to the book. I don't know if you guys have read it. Jab, 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 Right Hook by Gary Vaynerchuk. So you're going to want to drop all these jabs, right, for people as you go along. So you're giving them small little jabs with your daily posts. So for example, like we talked about the challenge group, you're going to want to share your meals. You're going to want to share tips or things that you're learning along the way. Like I said earlier, don't just post once. You want to share the journey along the way throughout that week. People are not going to sign up right away on the 30th, that first day you post. But by like day 5, people are going to start to go, okay, like, I'm interested. What is this? I'm intrigued, right? As you talk about it each and every single day, people need those exposures to what you're doing. They need multiple exposures to it. So if you're jabbing every single day and giving them those right hooks with the invite, then they're going to say, okay, I'm ready. I would like to know more. They're going to like or comment on those posts. So make sure that you're doing those jabs. During that promotion week for the 2 weeks, you're sharing your journey, your meals, your workouts. You can share testimonials from past challengers. If you're a new coach or a coach that doesn't have challengers, don't worry about it. You can ask other coaches on your team if you can share, just share your own, right? That's why it's so important that we share our own journey and us going through, is we don't need to share always have to share those testimonials, but if you have them, share them. Show your results from the program. And if you don't have, results, like even if you've done a week or 2 weeks of the program, there, you would have a little bit of a transformation there, even if it's a couple of pounds that you could show. Or if you could show someone from your team or another coach's transformation, that's a great way. So if you're really kind of pushing the portion fix and containers and talking about, loving your body by feeding it properly, that's kind of what I'm going to go with in February. So I'm going to talk a lot about the portion fix containers, maybe the 21-day fix, definitely promoting the all access pass challenge pack because it comes with the containers. And so I'm going to talk about, loving my body and loving it, that I'm going to feed it well. And so I'm going to talk a lot about those containers. I'm going to talk about the meals that I get to eat. And so I'm going to share that. Share your results. Share someone else's results if you don't have them. You could post a collage if you want of, maybe all your meals for the day. So take pictures of all your meals from that day and show all the food you get to eat. Because that's one of the things that people are like, oh, well, I don't want to go on a diet. Or, I'm like, they're very afraid to oh, I'm not going to get to eat enough, or is it going to be too much food or whatever. So show them what they get to eat an entire day, right? So take a picture of every single meal and snack that you have and put a collage together and post that. That's a way to share it as well. So that's just an idea of something else that you can share with your following. So, and at the end of that collage, you could say something like, if you'd like help planning out your meals or making healthier choices, message me or like this post for more information on my February 13th challenge group. So, you're going to have that little invite at the end of your post so people know that I'm not just sharing what I get to eat, but I'm actually doing something with it. I want to teach you how to eat healthier, how to love your body by fueling it properly. So I'm giving them an invite at the end of that post. So that is just a way that you can market your challenge groups. I want to just share with you, that is just a list of some of the different ways that you can promote and expose your challenge groups. This was something that was shared by Trey Bear, I guess 4 months ago or something. And he just created this document, and I can send it to Rachel. This is just a snapshot of it, but he created for his team 35 examples on how to share your journey every day throughout the month. And so you could just, if you're kind of like, well, I don't know what to post, because oftentimes it can be scary, especially when you first get started, you just don't know where to start. So you don't start, right? So here's some examples of just ways that you can share your journey. So instead of it always being the same, you can, share a sweaty selfie, or share 3 things you learned from that workout today, or, a photo of your meal and the recipe, instead of just saying look what I ate today. And so you could share the recipe. So I will share that document with Rachel, unless she already has it and has shared it with your team. Okay. And then that way you guys will have that. I think it's a really great way to just have some new ideas on how to share your own journey, right? So that it's not always the same post, and you're changing up and you're adding value to your following as well. So, so that's all I have for you guys. I know I've rambled for.
No, you didn't ramble at all, Julia. That was so great. I'm confident everybody is going to benefit from this, right, guys? Is there any questions in the chat for Julia?
I think there were some things. Oh,
can you see them on your end?
It just says muting and then love this. Awesome.
See, they love it. That's all I need.
Does anyone
have a question for you, honey? So are you running free groups at all? Because I noticed in there, I didn't see any promoting for.
I do. Yeah. And so I will run it. probably the 6th to the 10th. And for me, it depends on how the month is going. Sometimes I'll just do private invites and I won't do like a big promotion for my free groups. So I'll run mine from the 6th to the 10th. And so like right now I'm running a free group, and the 9th is when my next challenge group runs. I'm actually so my challenge group begins the 9th, but I'm doing a free group right now. But I just, through people that I connected with, got this mummy group started. And so we're running it in this mummy group that is like a fitness mummy group. And so I'm just running it with them in there. And so I did it a little bit differently this month. But yeah, I definitely run a free group every month. It's and usually what I'll do is if I get a no from someone, I'll invite them to that group. And so that's why sometimes I don't always do a big social media blast invite.
Right.
I'll do it kind of that way through the private message. If people kind of are like no or hesitant, then I add them into my free group first. And then,
you know, you guys, that's a really good point. And I know we've talked about this before, but your free groups really work well when people say no to your paying challenge groups. It gives you somewhere to put them and work on them from there, and put them into your, you know, your paying groups from there. Really, I wanted to touch on a point that you made. You know, you were saying that it's such a big mistake sometimes when coaches, you know, we're sharing our challenge group invites, but we forget to share the business. Like, you guys, that is so, so key, because I see every day, and I did it for like probably the first year of my business. Your income is not going to grow the way you want it to if you are not inviting to the business. That is how you grow depth. That's how you grow your income. We can sell challenge packs all day, you guys, and help as many people as we can, but we are going to be physically drained if we are not growing our business and adding coaches. So just as Julia said, 2 coaches a month, right? I think that's what you said. Adding 2 new coaches a month is so huge. So I wanted to share that because it's such a good point. You know, don't only focus on your challenge pack sales. You've got to strategically plan ahead so that you are plugging in and inviting and putting them into the sneak peek. And I'm going to throw it out there. Our next sneak peek is on the 9th. We're going to do 3 days. And so you guys prepare for that, but I'll put that inside boom for you guys. But that was amazing, Julia. Super helpful. I really appreciate it, you guys. Anything else for her, you guys, before we hop off? No? Okay. Hey, Mom.
I think Amanda may.
Yes?
I can't unmute her.
Oh, hold on. Let me see. She's like, I can't talk. I forgot I put everybody on last minute back here. Hold on. Let's see. Hold on, Amanda. And you're on.
Question. I just wanted to say thank you and have you hear people say it, because we're like, thank you. So I just wanted to thank you for your time, and congratulations on your 3rd little blessing, and all the tidbits. So thanks.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, it was my pleasure getting to speak to you guys today. So, if you guys ever have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. That's I'm absolutely fine with that. And thanks, Rachel, for allowing me the opportunity to come and speak.
Absolutely. You guys are all unmuted now, so if anybody else wants to talk, I just realized you guys were all still muted. Poor baby. Well, good luck with baby number 3, Julia.
Thank you.
Seriously, you're going to rock it. Hard work right there, right, Mama?
I'm on crunch time right now with my business so that we can have a little bit of, not really downtime, but the focus will be somewhere else for a little bit there so it'll be a little bit hectic. So,
right.
All right. Well, thank you, Boom Squad.
So much. You guys, next Thursday, we have Gina Whitehouse. She's going to be talking about how to be more than mom with your business. Okay. So make sure you guys are there. Julia, if you want to join us for that, I know Gina, you guys are on the same team, right?
Yeah.
More than welcome to. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you, guys. We'll see you next Thursday. Let's rock 17. Bye.
Can I go potty?